In this session, we'll illustrate how features can be duplicated by using the pattern option. We'll start at a point after having created the part shown here. It contains two features, a rectangular plate and a cylindrical boss. Both of these features were created using the extrude tool. In order to change the symbolic dimensions of the cylindrical boss feature, we'll first select this feature and then right-click the mouse and select the Edit option. Next, we'll select the drop-down options Info and then Switch Dimensions. We'll change each of these symbolic dimensions to a more meaningful symbol by first selecting the symbolic dimension and then right-clicking the mouse and selecting the Properties option. Next, we'll click on the Dimension Text tab of the window that has just opened. And then click in the Name area and key in the new name, followed by clicking on the OK button. We'll now jump to the point after all of the symbolic dimensions have been changed. In order to illustrate our first pattern operation, we will first pre-select the cylindrical boss feature and then click on the pattern tool icon. Next, we'll click on the horizontal dimension of 4.0. In the box that has just appeared, we'll now key in a value of 6.0. This is the increment value, which can be confirmed by clicking on the Dimension tab in the dashboard area. Notice that the value of 6 is now listed in the Dimension 1 area. We will now change the number of pattern members in the dashboard area to be 3. And then we'll click on the Apply icon. We now have a total of 3 bosses. We'll now open the Model Tree window and then right-click on the pattern entry and select Delete Pattern in order to return the part to its former state. We'll now illustrate a two-directional pattern. As before, we'll select the boss and then click on the pattern icon. Next, we'll define the increment value in the first direction to be 6, and the number of pattern members in this direction to be 3. Next, we'll right-click the mouse and select Direction to Dimensions. Now we'll click on the vertical dimension and enter an increment of 6. And then set the number of members in this direction to be 2. We'll now click on the Dimensions tab and view these values. In order to finish, we'll click on the Apply icon. As we can now see, we have 2 rows of cylindrical bosses.